disappointing loss, one we really needed. Put a big damper in making a run in the NCAA tournament, but gotta give Texas A&M a lot of credit. They played hard, out-rebounded us, shot the ball well, shot as well as they did tonight in any of the games I saw. So gotta give their guys a lot of credit, but very disappointing loss for us. The one bright spot tonight, in my opinion, was Beetle. I mean, you look at box score plus 17 in the 17 minutes he was in. It's pretty impressive. I thought he turned the whole game around for us when he came in the first half. And I also thought he had the best practice anybody yesterday. So it's kind of how this game works. You come in and practice hard, you get yourself ready to play, and come in and play well in the game. He's a senior that's seeing the end, close, and I think he's ready to make sure he goes out like a senior's supposed to go out. I'm proud of Beetle. I got on him pretty hard on Monday in practice, coached him harder than anybody else, and he responded well. Tuesday's practice, he came out, really played the best in the game. But we got to get this figured out. Some of this is on the coaching staff. We didn't do a great job. I thought attacking the pressure. That's on me, and we got to get them more prepared to play, and that's on me too.
Just take questions for Beetle, Coach. Start with Paul out here with Alex.
Beetle just came in, provided spark at certain times, especially hitting a couple of those threes in the first half. Just how did you feel kind of going to halftime after something like that?
We just knew that we had to come out and keep pressure on them. We did a good job of closing the first half and making sure that they had tough looks and make sure that we stayed together, most importantly, in those moments. We just wanted to do that coming out in the second half as well, but it just was a little slow.
Go Wes on Tony.
When they went on that 12-0 run late in the game, what's going through the minds of the players, and how are you trying to stop that from landsliding the way it did?
I think the only thing that goes through our minds when teams go on a run is just we got to get a stop. We got to buckle down, just help each other out overall, and just get a stop.
Anything else for Beetle? Your last question right here.
Beetle, this is still a team that you're the only senior, so it is relatively inexperienced in some ways. You guys have had trouble closing out close games. What do you do from this point forward to try to fix it in your mind?
Like I said, just stay together, continue to push, continue to get better every day, listen to Coach Oats every day. He's not steering us the wrong way. So we just got to continue to believe in Coach, come to practice every day, ready to work, and just make no excuses.
All right, thanks, Beetle. Go ahead and take questions for Coach Oats at this time. Starting in the back left for Cecil.
Coach, the energy level didn't really seem high from the outset. You still managed to be up 6 with 4 minutes left. And what happened during that stretch?
You know what? I mean, we obviously couldn't get stops when we needed to, but there's with the way they were pressing, it was hard to play Herb with either Galen or Javian. We really needed Herb in there defensively, and it's hard to, you don't have unlimited timeouts. I wanted to save the 3 timeouts for the once we got under 4 to try to call timeouts, get Herb in on defense, call timeouts, get him out on offense, or coming to offense. I maybe should have burned one in the middle of that run. Hindsight, it's on me. I mean, Nebo, he only had 2 points in the first half. We were fronting them. We got the one lob. Some of the threes they hit were because we had to pull in our backside help when we fronted them. We decided not to front him. Reese got the one block, but then he kind of went to work on us when we didn't front him. He got the ball in there. I think he had 12 points late. Miller got the one. We didn't get some old boards. I mean, they're a hard-playing group, so I didn't think we gave the effort there, the last 4 minutes necessary to win the game on the defensive end, and it hurt that we weren't able to have Herb in as much as we'd have liked, just because with the way they played on, we wanted G really to guard Nebo, but You know, it's hard with the matchups right now with what's going on with Herb and the way that they played against the press. You know, you can't really handle the ball. He's only got the right hand, and you know, if you got him in there with one of our true fives, it makes it a little bit harder for us offensively.
Feel for right, Alex?
During that late kind of 7.5 minutes, you missed 5 straight threes. What would you think about the shot selection there? And, you know, is that a point that you want them to kind of maybe take it off the dribble a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get the free throw line at all. You know, and they called us for some fouls that I think if we would have drove it, they would have matched the calls. Told them that in the timeout. You know, I'd have to look at the film to see the 5. I remember one or two that I thought maybe I wish they wouldn't have taken. The more off the dribble threes, our percentages aren't that high off the dribble. You know, Kyrie hit the one off the dribble. He kind of got in a rhythm, so it's hard to question whether he should have taken that one. You know, I like the guys who play with a lot of confidence, so I'm not telling them they can't take those. You know, and Shaq shot it pretty well for a minute there. He just didn't shoot it well late. You know, and it's very uncharacteristic of him. He hit the big 3 against LSU. It was huge. He took us from, I think, up 1 to 4. So he's hit big shots before. Petty's hit big shots before. Reese hit another big one, and you know, Reese didn't particularly shoot it well. You know, he just didn't get that many attempts really tonight. We would have liked him to have him get attempts, but he hit a big one. Some of these guys that have hit big shots for us throughout the course of the year just didn't drop for whatever reason tonight. You know, it's tough, and we needed one of those 5 to drop. We needed that run to stop, and it didn't happen.
Coach, you made 8 field goals tonight that were not threes and hit 4 free throws. Is there a mid-range option for this team? In other words, are you a little bit too reliant on the 3?
I mean, if you can make mid-range a high percentage, you know, we've kind of gone through the numbers with the guys. Tell them to shoot them. Car's not bad sometimes pulling up, but if you look at the numbers, it's not a real efficient shot for most of the guys on this team. So, you know, I mean, if you look, they had 1 block shot, like we had 3. You know, we probably should have drove it a little bit more. Now, Nebo, I believe, was the active leader in blocks in the country right now. I think it was him and a kid from Penn State were tied it like a week or so ago. So, I mean, he is a shot blocker. He wasn't in all the time. He played 35 minutes. He was only out 5. But we were able to draw him away from the rim a little bit with Reese, and we probably should have drove it more. Got to the rim on that, and yeah, I mean, 44 threes and only 15 twos is 8 for 15 from twos. Good. I mean, if we'd shot that percentage on all of them, we'd have won. So we probably needed to drive it a little bit more, and that's something we got to figure out. The problem is, Kyra's, you know, the one guy that can really get downhill to the rim, and with their press, the way he was giving the ball. I mean, he had to give it up. He's making the right plays, but we had other guys that needed to make plays, and just they drove it and got charges. I mean, see how many charges they drew. We tried to work on guys avoiding the charge, and didn't obviously do a great job of that because they kind of ran through them there. And I think the charges kind of dissuaded us from driving, and the pull-ups. You know, maybe they didn't need to shoot a few more, but we don't have guys that are shooting real high percentage on those. I mean, we go back to the practice in the game, and we show them the percentages, the points per possession are low on most of the guys shooting those.
Or about Tony?
Texas A&M entered the day, I think, like 3rd worst in 3-point shooting, and they shoot 46% today. Just how much of that is perimeter defense, and then how much of that is just them having a better night?
Well, they obviously had a better night, and some of it is we just didn't play hard enough. You know, I think some of that stuff, you got to close hard and make them miss. Can't let them get in a rhythm. I mean, we told the guys going in, like, Mitchell was taking 7 a game. I don't think the coaching staff would let him take 7 a game if they weren't confident he could make them. So his percentage wasn't high, but you obviously knew he could make them. I think he might have hit his first 3 that he took he hit 3 out of the gate. So, you know, we tried to tell them, but again, the players sit there and look at the scouting reports like we do. They saw, and we made it a heavy shrink game, pack it in, not let them get the ball in the paint, and it didn't work out for us. They shot the ball a lot better than what we planned on them shooting it.
2 more questions left. Start with Cecil and Paul back here.
Once again, out rebounded, once again, 19 turnovers.
It's,
How can you overcome that many possessions?
no, it's, you saw we were right cut tonight, to be honest with you. I mean, if you're gonna have 19 turnovers and get out rebounded by almost double digits, you're gonna have to shoot. I mean, and we, you know, for the game of 41%, you have to shoot close to 50% to win a lot of games. Against a good team, you're gonna have to shoot almost 50%. So we're either gonna have to get tougher on the glass. Now, we were taking care of the ball a lot better, and to be honest with you, you know, I think that the press that they set up caused Kyra more problems than I thought it would. You know, and it hurts. You know, it would have been nice to have Beetle in the game more. You know, I thought he was doing a pretty good job attacking it. Him getting foul trouble kind of took away that's, you know, he's really our backup point guard. I mean, if Herb had both hands, like, you know, when Herb was playing well, we could have put him up there to kind of attack it. We don't really have that option with him, only having one hand right now. So, but Beetle getting in foul trouble, kind of left with Kyra to play a bulk of the minutes on his own, and I think the press kind of wore on him. So disappointed that we didn't handle it as well as it did, but you know, some of that makes a little bit of sense with just our guard situation right now, and we have some guards more able to handle some of that pressure to help Kyra out a little bit better.
Last question here, Jay.
Texas A&M's probably one of the slowest teams in the country possession-wise, and it seemed like y'all had a few possessions, y'all got really late in the shot clock. Do you think y'all got a little bit too comfortable playing at their pace?
Yeah, they slowed us way down. I mean, you saw how many of our shots, you know, came under 10 seconds. We're not used to doing that. I don't think we did a great job attacking that press. It took us, you know, getting the ball over with 22, 21, close to not getting into your offense till 17, 18. Again, we hadn't really seen much of that. We thought, you know, we went through in practice. Obviously didn't go through enough. That's on me. We only get them once. You know, I wish I had them twice to really get our guys better prepared for it. Maybe we'll get them in the SEC tournament. You know, we're going to have to be better prepared for their press. I think, you know, Buzz is doing a really good job. He's kind of mucking it up and kind of got the chunk defense, slow teams down, and doing what he can with what he's got. And I thought he did a good job. He certainly took us out of our game tonight, which is disappointing. We've been able to play pretty fast. You know, they held us to 68, one of the lower scoring games we've had, and turned us over 19 times. And we had been doing a pretty good job not turning the ball over. So, yeah, what was not one of our better offensive games for sure.